Yeah, I used to beat myself up all the time, but now I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. You're okay. You're doing enough. You are enough. Hello, my name is Nina, aka Your Girl Neens, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things that I've learned being a new mom in my 20s. It's pretty crazy. I still constantly have to wrap my head around the fact that I am somebody's mom, but it's been pretty wild. I am about 3 months postpartum now, so it's all very fresh, super new, and so let's get into it. So the first thing is that age is just a number. People say this about dating, but it's also very true about parenthood. There's no perfect age to become a parent. I feel like these days people are waiting longer and longer, and I always thought that I would be older than I am now to become a parent for the first time, and I am 24. What I've realized is that when you feel financially, emotionally, physically ready to have a child is going to really vary in age depending on who you are. So I think the most important thing is tuning in with yourself, trusting your judgment, and deciding that for yourself. The second thing is that you don't have to choose between a career and a family. In full transparency, when we found out that we were pregnant, I didn't know if now was the right time, because I feel like your 20s is a time where you usually focus on your career and finding yourself and understanding yourself, and I feel like I'd gotten to a point where I was really content with my work life, with my career, and I felt that if I started a family, that might take away from it. And so I really had to work through my fears, and even though I knew it was very much possible to have both, you know, I was so conditioned where those fears did come up initially, and so working through them, I realized that starting a family was just going to enrich my life the way that my career has enriched my life. The third thing that I've learned is that I thrive in chaos. So over the years, I've learned that I'm actually the most productive when I'm the most busy, which is so odd, and that also translates into motherhood. But that being said, I have found that in the past, when I would burn out, I wouldn't see the signs and I would just keep pushing. Whereas now, when I feel like I'm close to burning out, then I can actually recognize the signs, take a step back, and be okay with taking a step back. Whereas before, I'd be like, okay, I'm taking a step back, but I really should be doing other stuff. Like now I'm like, no, because you will be better for yourself and also for your child if you just relax. So now I can rest without feeling guilty. So I thrive in the chaos, but also I can acknowledge when the chaos is way too much. So the fourth thing is that my body is beautiful, and I feel like I had to work so hard to get to a place of love and acceptance with my body before my baby, and I had a lot of fears about how I would feel about it after giving birth. And surprisingly, I actually really love my body now, even though there's a lot more saggy skin, it's wrinkly, it's covered in stretch marks, but I'm so proud of what it went through and the fact that it created a whole human being. Like, I know that about pregnancy, and I knew that before getting pregnant, but going through it was just insane. It's just a testament to how incredible our human bodies are. And so even though my body has gone through changes, I really feel like I love it just the same, if not more, because whenever I look at myself in the mirror, it just reminds me of all of my strength. So the fifth thing is to quit sweating the small stuff. And motherhood, if anything, has taught me to let go of things that don't matter. Before, I used to care so much about the littlest things, and now I'm like, okay, you know what? If you didn't get to this project, if you didn't send that email, if you didn't get to shower today, like, just let it go. You know, like, you did enough today. And I'm a lot kinder to myself, which I think is like the greatest gift of all, because we are our worst critics, and I used to be so hard on myself, especially when it came to productivity. Yeah, I used to beat myself up all the time, but now I'm like, you know what? Just let it go. You're okay. You're doing enough. You are enough. So all this to say, I love being a mom in my 20s. It's not something that I expected for myself, and granted, I don't know what it's like any other way, but I've seen so much growth in myself, and it's only been 3 months, so I'm really excited to see how much both me and my baby grows over the next couple of years. So if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you follow slice_TV on Instagram or visit slice.ca.